Okay, Shavua Tov, just a few ideas about what's going on right now and how I personally am viewing it and relating it to I guess history of the Jewish people and also the coming of Mashiach and how to I guess get better understand and better connect to the coming of Mashiach. So um, I guess you could start with I guess I'll start with the Baal Shem Tov that the Baal Shem Tov says tells the students, he writes in a letter that he goes up to the heavens and he speaks to Moshiach and he asks him, when are you coming? He says, when your teachings are spread through the whole world and everyone could do yichudim like you and other few details. So the movement of Hasidus is very, very connected to the coming of Mashiach. So that's you see, there's a focus on spreading of Hasidus and the coming of Mashiach. Today, in the coming next week is going to be Yud Tes Kislev, which is the day that the Baal got let out of jail. So one of the reasons why I'm not 100% familiar with all the details of his jail, of his imprisonment, but one of the reasons why he was put in jail is because the Russian authorities they saw it as a threat. They saw that he's trying to bring back something, something a Jewish malchus, something that's going to be a threat to his kingdom, and also I think potentially, from what I understood, maybe that he was sending money to Turkey, because maybe not to Turkey, to sending money to Eretz Yisrael, to the Talmidim of the Baal Shem Tov that were in Eretz Yisrael, and that was like kind of choosing a side in the war against Russia, Turkey and Russia, because Turkey was in charge of Eretz Yisrael. So you see that it's like a person can kind of look at Hasidus and say, a little bit of positive energy, a little bit of happy clappy singing before, a little bit of an extra positive look at the world, and then kind of they're just like everyone else. For example, the Satmar Rebbe said that the path of Hasidus ended. It's already finished. I think he said that it ended in the period of the Tzanz Rav, the Divrei Chaim of Tzanz. So that he was like the last Talmud of the Baal Shem Tov, the last part of that generation of the Baal Shem Tov. And then the path is finished. In Chabad, they're very, very, very strongly against that. And obviously, if the Mashiach has to come, it has to come in the way that the Baal Shem Tov told us, that it's going to be through his teachings until today. So we see that in the time of the Baal Tanya, his spreading of the Tanya, spreading of the teachings that he was teaching about the deeper aspects of a person's soul, what a Jew is, how close a Jew is to God, and how God is found in every single place. These things were threatening for the kingdoms around them, because something's brewing, something Messianic is brewing, a kingdom is brewing, and it's a threat. It's a threat in Russia, it's a threat in Turkey, it's a threat anywhere where there's when the goyim are in control. So I guess you could say since we left last time, I'm not 100%, but just from what I remember. Probably the last time that there was an attempt at control in Israel would probably have been the time that Rabbi Akiva, and the end of the Rambam, Rabbi Akiva said that he was holding the weapons of Bar Koziva, and he was like the weapon carrier. That would probably have been the last time that there was an attempt to create a kingdom, a Jewish kingdom. After that, different periods, different nations took over in Israel, and then probably Romans, Greeks, and later on, Turkey, and then more recently Britain, and then the land was basically given to the Jewish people. It was given to the Jewish people, but it wasn't given to the Baal Shem Tov. It wasn't given to the Talmid of Baal Shem Tov. Unfortunately, there were Talmid Baal Shem Tov in Israel, but it wasn't given to them. It was given to the Jewish people who are Jewish, and they wanted a land. They gave them this Eretz Yisrael, more or less. So, just an interesting idea is that when we were in any other country, speaking about Mashiach, speaking about the coming of Mashiach, even though we always are talking about Mashiach and we're always mentioning it, and no matter who you are, even if you're not a chassid and there's no Mashiachist, nothing, you have no problem to say David Melch Yisrael Chai V'Kayam. You have no problem at all to say that. And it's like Chai V'Kayam right now he's Chai V'Kayam. It's something so current, so present in a Jew's life. From every single type of Judaism, everyone says David Melch Yisrael Chai V'Kayam. Even the most rational, even the German, the Yekim, everyone says David Melch Yisrael Chai V'Kayam. They don't have any problem to say it. So, an interesting thing is just all the years that we were in different countries, we had to kind of almost distance how close that concept of Mashiach was from us, because we really don't have the ability to start a war, to start to bring about a suspicion on ourselves in the Gullus that we are Messianic, that we want a kingdom, that we want to return to, kind of put everything on the back burner and didn't make it such a focus. But now that we're in Eretz Yisrael and that we're not in another country, but with goyim that are in charge, that we're afraid of the goyim, could be now today in Eretz Yisrael, it's easier with the Jews in charge. It could be today it's easier for us to be more of ourselves and to say that we really want Mashiach and we want that should come the Malchus of David HaMelech. And we're not afraid to say it. And we don't have to be afraid to say it, because now we're at home. We're more Hamish. And even the Jews who might be against, so to speak, in the exterior might be against this concept, but in the inside they know that we've been saying it for thousands of years. So what's new? When we've been saying it almost in prayer, in almost very deep in the subconscious. We're not saying it outright in the present and now, that it's right now. So just an idea that I was thinking about. I spoke to someone today, and I thought this idea that it says in the Medrash, I think in Yalkut Shimoni and Bereshis, it says that David HaMelech was supposed to live for 3 hours. Adam Rishon saw that he was going to live for 3 hours. He said, "Who's this? How is he supposed to live for 3 hours?" So Adam Rishon gave him 70 years of his life. He gave from 1,000 years down to 930 years that Adam Rishon was supposed to live. So I was thinking, like, kind of to take that idea, that Chazal, that Medrash, like a little bit to take a certain aspect of it and to use it in thought, and to see that, like, the first opportunity a person has to give to David HaMelech, to give to Mashiach, you have to give. The first person, like, said, okay, fine, it could be that it makes sense in the pshat why it had to be Adam Rishon, why he was the one who had to give, and I'm sure there's all kinds of reasons according to the deepest Kabbalistic reasons. But in the simple understanding that the first person who had the ability to give to David HaMelech, to Mashiach, Adam Rishon, the first person who can give, he's the one who gave. It's like it's such an important idea, such an important concept that everyone has to put their money on it right away. Anyone who's ready, put your money on it. So that's kind of just the message that I'm taking from that medrash right now. That Adam Rishon saw we need to encourage the Mashiach. We need to give him life. We need to join him. We need to give him strength. 3 hours is not going to be enough for him. Let's give him more. Let's help him. So I just see in this medrash like a certain chizuk, a certain awakening for all of us to realize where we are and how could we give to David HaMelech? How could we give to the coming of Mashiach? How could we be more awake and more giving of ourselves in order to make this change for Mashiach? And it's not just, there's obviously a connection between the people and Mashiach. It's not just that Mashiach will come at the end, regardless. There's obviously some sort of deep will and connection between every person in the struggle, in all of our people, and the story of David HaMelech. He's not just a perfect tzaddik. He's someone who we could relate to. He's like the Baal Tshuva, that he sins, that he falls, and that he knows how to get up and he knows how to admit his mistakes. And unlike Shaul, that Shaul keeps on falling more and more into that pit of being right. So just want to show you this pasuk here. It says in Hosea, Achar Yeshuv b'nei Yisrael, whence Rashi he says after they come back from the exile, Yeshuv they'll come back. Uvikshu es Adonai Elohim, they'll search out, they'll want, they'll mivakesh, they'll ask for God, ve'is David Malkam, and for David the Melech. So I'm just that's half of the pasuk. I'm just taking from that half, showing how there's this need for all of us to be active participants in the process of Mashiach coming. Also, the Rebbe, I think it was on Koach Nisan, I don't remember exactly what year, the Lubavitch Rebbe, he told everyone, I did everything I can to bring Mashiach, now it's up to you. It's not just like we're waiting for that pure tzaddik to come, the biggest tzaddik, who's going to just show the world God's greatness and about the situation that we're in right now, the low level we're in right now. Oh, Mashiach will come and take us out of there. We have to be the ones that are ready. We have to be the ones to say, what can I give for Mashiach? What can I give to change this reality? What can I give to wake myself up and realize that we came through all the gullus, that the Baal Tanya sat in jail because they thought that he was starting the process, and he really was, and the Baal Shem Tov was right. And it's up to us today to realize what we have inside of ourselves, what a Jew is in Eretz Yisrael, what a Jew is in general, in order for us to be able to actualize the coming of Mashiach and to bring everyone to have this ubikshu as Hashem Elokeim ve'is David Malkam, to search after, to yearn for David the Melech, because we know that that's the right thing. We know that that's what we want. He's Chai v'Kayam. There's no reality that's more ready than today, than a reality where we see that a government, the Jewish government, is not able to help its own citizens. And we see that we're in a stage of nothingness. We see that there's a big vacuum left between a government that's supposed to be caring for its citizens, and it's not doing that. So we're waiting for the next stage where we'll have a Jewish leadership, not just a Jewish leadership in politics, but a Jewish leadership in the way that God wants it to be manifest in the world. And the reason why the Baal Tanya was sitting in jail, because of what we're going through today, and it has to do with every single person. And we have to decide for ourselves: are we with David HaMelech right now, or are we with the way that we see the world currently? Just that's the way the world is. Olam ki minhago noeg. That's the way things are. This is life. We have to decide. We are with David HaMelech, and we want to put our money on the line. We want to put to give to him. What can we give to him? How can we be part of this process that Mashiach should come? And we have to be part of it. So, anyways, we should all be zocha to connect to the wellsprings of the Baal Shem Tov, and to the teachings of the Baal Tanya, and all the teachings of Chassidus, and we should be zocha to bring about the Mashiach, the David HaMelech's coming berachamim, and we should really be zocha to see it very soon in our reality, right now, mamash.